You can fix the newest base model iPhone. Alright, maybe I shouldn't have called people slow. I'm sure a lot of people watched that video and thought, what the f***? No, I can't. But I'm here to tell you, you definitely can. The first step in any iPhone repair is going to be removing the bottom screws. Like I said in the short, most kits online are going to come with the tools you need. And once you get those removed, you're going to want to go ahead and add some heat to that screen. If you don't have a heat mat like I do, you can use a hairdryer on like the hot air setting and just heat it up for like 2 minutes. It should be fine. I use 91% isopropyl alcohol on the outside edges just to loosen up the adhesive underneath. You'll see what I'm talking about when you go to lift the screen. But if the screen's shattered, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to be super neat about it. And a lot of those repair kits are gonna come with a pry tool. I use a razor. It's not even a good razor. Dusty, crusty, musty, use a razor. You're gonna wanna force that razor straight down in between the frame and the screen and kind of lift up gently until you create some space between the screen and the frame. Then you take a pick or whatever tool you got and go along the outside edges. Once you've ran your pick down both sides, you should be able to bust it wide open like this, dog. The adhesive in the corner is tricky, so just run a pick through that shit. And then open that screen the same way you would a book. And this next part might be hard, especially if you smoked a ton of weed in high school, but remove the 2 screws on the inside and remove those brackets underneath those screws. Use a plastic pry tool to pop up those ribbon cables, okay? Up next, you're gonna remove these 2 screws. I'm pointing right at them. What more do you want from me? And remove that bracket too, my little baby genius. And that widow black sticker at the top is called a proximity sensor. You need to remove that and install it onto the new screen. So add some heat to that thing, and once it gets nice and toasty, you're gonna take some 91% isopropyl alcohol. I squirt it right in there. I'm a squirter. And then you're gonna take a pry tool and just gently lift that thing away. I'm not gonna talk here, just watch. And I'm playing it in real time. Sorry for the sirens. I live in a drug town and someone probably OD'd down the street. NBD. Once that's up, take your plastic pry tool and lift up these connections as well. Be super careful. If you rip this thing, the phone will probably boot loop. So just make sure it all comes off in one piece. Alright, you're not as good as me, but if you've made it this far, you're pretty f***ing good, okay? So, up next, we're really just gonna do everything we just did backwards. So lay that proximity sensor right back down where it was on the old screen. Same thing with the bracket, and re-add those screws. Then you can take that screen, put it right back on the phone, click down those connections, add those brackets, and add those screws. It's basically done now. And this is the point in the video where I really just want to thank you all. 500 subscribers is crazy. I know I'm handsome, charming, smart, funny, but this was seriously unprecedented. So thank you so much for that. I never record me putting the adhesive on, but typically they come with like an adhesive that you just tape to the sides of the phone before you click that screen down, okay? And then once that screen is secure, go ahead and add those bottom screws right back into the phone. And that's the totality of the repair. And after all of this, just want to plug the phone in and start it up. If it does this, you f***ed up. This phone doesn't work. Just kidding. What you want to do is perform a hard reset on the phone. Follow these prompts. Once you do that, the phone should boot right back up. And this same thing applies for the 14, the 15, and the 16. If this was helpful to you at all, please don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of tech.